Oh boy, and we're really in that fall pattern for you in BC. It's just been system after system, and I've been personally feeling like a broken record. And I mean, today's not a bad day, and it's not until late day tomorrow that Vancouver, Victoria, you'll start to see the rain pick up, this being the remnants of Hurricane Ana. This evening, we've got some cloudy conditions for you in Abbotsford, temperatures around 8. We do have temperatures around 1 for you in the city of Calgary. A rain-snow mix possible. Possibility that it could be falling in the form of snow flying, though, a little bit further to the north. And then it's about the rainfall for you in Medicine Hat. How much rain can we expect Monday into Tuesday? Heaviest amounts of rain, of course, happening overnight Monday into Tuesday. And then Tuesday it's going to carry on. 75 to 100 millimeters of rain for eastern portions of the island. Also, Vancouver, you could be seeing, well, close to 50 millimeters of rain. And yes, localized flooding could certainly be an issue. And the further east you go, the lesser amounts of rain we're talking, but still about 25 millimeters of rain. And then for you through the Rockies and Jasper, it's been about the snow falling. Today, still expecting 5 to 10 millimeters of rain. I'm trying to see it more as rain, but no, it's actually snow. It's really happening. It's happening now, and it will be continuing. There you are under the blues if you are in the Jasper region, Banff, Grand Prairie, all the way through to the extreme northern reaches of Alberta, including Slave Lake, Fort Mac. Now, if you are in Edmonton, though, it's more about the rain-snow mix for this afternoon and similar events for the evening. And thanks to Natalie for that. An ominous look at some pretty scary storms. Kasia Bodurka with you here with a look at your national forecast. We do take focus now on the west. We already talked about the east earlier in the hour and central parts of the country. And now we're going to be pummeled with our next major system, this being the remnants of Hurricane Ana, dropping a whopping 75 to 100 millimeters of rain for some places, eastern portions of the island. Vancouver also picking up a fair amount. Jano for taking that video for us, and I hope I didn't butcher your name. Great video. The clouds on the increase certainly for tomorrow late day. Tomorrow begins actually okay, and then that's when all this rain begins to push in later into the afternoon and the evening, and then lesser amounts. We're talking about less than 25 millimeters of rain, and then through the higher elevations, you guessed it, it's about the snow. 5 to 10 centimeters of snow still possible through the higher elevations and on the lee of the Rockies as well. Less than 5 centimeters still to come for you in areas in and around and north of Whistler. Now, if you're in Alberta, we've been talking about the rain-snow mix. That's going to be coming down. Some of us already seeing it for you in Edmonton this evening, and then areas to the east of that. Now, next weekend, we do get to fall back, and here's a little bit more on the changing of our clocks with Nathan Coleman. How appropriate. We've been talking about BC getting the most amount of rain and also parts of the Atlantic. Kasia Bodurka with you here. Hurricane Ana, the remnants of that's set to arrive for tomorrow. We'll talk about your weather story coming up in BC in just a few moments. But first, I want to focus on what's been happening in the Atlantic. Copious amounts of rain. I mean, nothing epic, but for you in extreme southern Nova Scotia and southern New Brunswick, it's been very heavy. We're talking about a month's worth of rain in just 2 days, and more rain to come. I know it's raining now. We even do have, well, some rumbles of thunder into this evening. We've been seeing it throughout the day as well. So it's just that kind of a system. Heavier rain for you, Newfoundland, tomorrow. Temperatures this evening, nice and mild. So let's talk about Newfoundland. And like they usually do through the overnight, they're actually going to be boosting up. Tomorrow, a high of 11. Meanwhile, today we're sitting at about 6, 8 through the overnight. But it's more about the rain. So where you're seeing the reds, that's where we're going to be picking up heaviest amounts of rain with this next system that's already upon us in the Maritimes. 30 to 50 mils expected. So places like Cape Breton and PEI, the north shore of the St. Lawrence, as well as the northern peninsula. But for you in Ontario, still dealing with the remnants of that low that's already impacting Atlantic Canada. The further east you go, though, the heavier or the more rain that we're still expecting. Everybody else, we're just talking about a trace of rain, less than 5 millimeters of rain. We are in the clear in southern Ontario, and we continue to be for the next while. High pressure is dominating, but a lot of the heat that we get throughout the day escapes into the atmosphere through the overnight. We have frost advisories in place for the Erie shores in southwestern Ontario, so it's going to get close to that freezing mark through the overnight. Clouds for the evening hours and temperatures sitting at about 9 in our next system. That's going to, well, I say that's better than the raccoons munching my garbage on the lawn through the overnight. Should be a good night for that, though, if you're in southern Ontario, or the green bin, right? Lots of greens here on this this map, and that indicative of all the rain that's coming in. It's happening now. It continues through the evening. In fact, it gets heavier for the evening hours for a lot of us, particularly for Cape Breton as well as PEI. 30 to 50 millimeters of rain possible. Your heaviest amount of rain for you in Newfoundland is going to be falling for you tomorrow. Now, further along to the mouth of the St. Lawrence, temperatures falling to about 8 through the evening. We've got some cloudy conditions and then just some spotty showers or some cloudy showers throughout Montreal and Quebec City, and temps around 8 degrees there too. Let's now picked up yesterday. That, of course, is the same system that's bringing the snow to Labrador and all that rain to the rest of Atlantic Canada. For us this evening, temperatures falling to about 9, a nice and mild evening. Cloudy conditions, though. We're not looking at too clear of an evening, but through the overnight, getting closer to that freezing mark. Speaking of the freezing mark, you too, areas marked in salmon here, you are on the cusp of the freezing mark. That's why it's a rain-snow mix that you'll be seeing. Precipitation, it's already falling through a lot of these places. To the north, though, Fort Mac and areas to the north and to the east and west of that, it's all about the snow through the higher elevations as well and the foothills. For this evening, you can see the rain continues to push its way further to the east. I know Saskatchewan, you've been dealing with the rain showers throughout the day as well. And again, where you're seeing the pink, and you in Calgary are just on the cusp of rain-snow mix. We have your long ranger coming up as well. We'll be talking about solar activity. In less than 30 seconds, Angry Planet, entitled West Coast, will begin. But first, let's take a look at conditions that we can expect through the overnight hours. So first, I'll take you to the East Coast, right? We continue to see the showers through the overnight for places like Halifax. Foggy conditions for you in St. John's. A relatively mild evening, though. Also for you in Toronto at 4 with some cloud cover in Vancouver, the West Coast. Temperatures at 5. Other communities look like this across the country. And now it's time for Angry Planet to begin. Enjoy this episode. You know, we should have a Frozen theme around here,
That's
right?
a movie.
It being, yes.
I know that much. Okay,
But
tomorrow
it's weather
afternoon.
related.
Is it? Oh, because it's cold. All right, Monday afternoon in southern Ontario, it's not going to be frozen. We're going to be temperatures around 12 degrees, sun and clouds, so it's going to be a pretty nice day, but the big warm-up, Kasia, is on Tuesday with a caveat, though, because rain is on the way.
That's right. So it's actually, that's our next weather system there that's going to be impacting northwestern regions of Ontario early tomorrow, sliding south and east, going to be giving us just a few hours of moderate rain throughout the day on your Tuesday. Not an all-day washout. We're talking 1 to 3 millimeters of rain at this point. Models are suggesting that.
But temperatures could be approaching 20 degrees on Tuesday, so have the shorts ready to go. Monday, you can't have shorts through the prairies, though. Chilly conditions, potentially some snow.
Thanks to Kim for that. All right. Deer in Red Deer, whereas I have an issue with the raccoons. Do you? Regardless. They'll be out tonight. It's going to be a chilly night, but it won't be raining. That's the good news. Will be gusty for our friends in the East Coast if you're traveling there, and then BC is just being pummeled, hammered by more rain.
And wind, too. It's going to be a messy start to the work-end school week for British Columbia. This evening in southern Ontario, quite pleasant. Temperatures approaching that 10-degree mark. But Kasia, Bob Cajun?
Good job. Yeah, it's a small little hill.
For now. They will probably get bigger as we move through the fall and into the winter. But Kasia, you and I are both reporters in the mornings. Southern Ontario, early mornings. This is what I have to deal with for tomorrow morning. Temperatures near the freezing mark. And this is when the sun's going to come out. So even earlier in the morning when I start, 6 a.m., it's going to be around freezing. It will be cold.
But the following day, Mike, as you know, temperatures are certainly going to be boosting up ever so nicely. In the morning hours, I don't know if you're going to be so lucky, though, and we can thank this area of low pressure, so we are expecting the rain showers throughout the day on Tuesday, beginning Monday overnight into Tuesday. But again, it's going to be a southerly flow boosting up those temperatures. Have a look at that, Mike.
With a humidex, too. That's great news as we approach November. Going to feel like 23, but it's going to be short-lived because take a look at toward the end of the week and next weekend. Low temperatures. That's a minus sign right there.
And the possibility of rain showers in the GTA on your Friday. But again, that's 5 days out. So keep it tuned in. Sometimes the models, they change around. We hope to not have rain on Halloween. Now, we do have your long-range forecast. A little more info on that with Chris St. Clair.
It's in Calgary, Kasia, but if you want to adopt a dog in this Adopt a Dog month, petfinder.com for Southern Ontario. I picked Ziggy here, Kasia, a boxer and German Shepherd mix.
Wow.
Absolutely adorable. I think he'd be a good guy to run with.
A good protector, I'd say. So are the Yorkies, of course. I'm a Yorkie kind of gal.
A good protector?
Show me a cute Yorkie. I know you can. We got it coming. No, we don't. Okay. No worries. Next time. Okay, let's talk about walking your dog into the evening hours. We've got ideal conditions, really. Hardly any cloud cover. It's going to be clearing out quite nicely for us. Even right now, not bad.
The story, temperatures are going to start to drop. So this evening, we'll get below that 10-degree mark. Frost advisory in place for parts of, or the north shore of Lake Erie. So kind of fighting with that freezing mark for early tomorrow morning. So make sure you bundle up. But the big story, of course, Kasia, this week is Halloween is around the corner.
Are we all so excited about this? All right.
I'm very excited about this. This is going to be Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast, that's the movie.
It's so not current, though. I wonder. I question that. But regardless, let's talk about your Monday afternoon. No offense, my friend. A mix of sun and clouds and temperatures at 12, right around seasonal with high pressure in place. And of course, we already mentioned high pressure, your warmer temperatures, the heating of the day, it escapes into the upper atmosphere. And then you're left with really cool temperatures. And that's what we're showing you here. The blues, not good if you don't like the cold. That means your temps are below the freezing.
Well, some scary but very informative stuff there. Thank you very much, Natalie. Mike and Kasia are with you on this last Sunday of October. And Kasia, temperatures are going to steadily drop starting this evening and going to get even colder for tomorrow morning.
That's right. We've got some cloudy conditions, but then we've got a mix of sun and clouds. But take a look at these temps. 3 for us in the city of Toronto. You're going to be heading outside, reporting outside tomorrow. Hats, gloves, mitts.
Winter jacket, and then maybe shorts on Tuesday. I'm going to tell you why in just 1 second. But first,
costumes. You've got Storm. You've got, who is that guy?
Mr. Freeze from the Batman series. There you go. That's winter's around the corner, but it's not here just yet. Tomorrow afternoon, temperatures seasonal, if not above, through parts of, well, southwestern Ontario. Look at that. Windsor will be at 20 degrees. Beautiful conditions. Oh, wow. And then we do have a warm up on the way because of this warm sector, Kasia, but what else is that going to bring?
Yeah, definitely some showers there as well. Okay, so as this warm front, it does slide further south. Yeah, we'll be boosting up our temperatures. We have a nice southerly flow, but along that front, prefrontal rain showers. Now we're falling back next week. Let's find out more on that. And it's particularly important to be super careful on the roads with snow in the forecast for some places. Kasia Bodurka with you here with a look at what's happening right now. And I'll give you a sneak peek at your Halloween forecast in just one moment. We do have a low pressure system upon us in Alberta. It's giving us some showers also Saskatchewan, Manitoba. But for you in Alberta, it's making the snow fly. And then for you in the Atlantic, yeah, plenty of rain showers there. BC, your next system's coming in tomorrow afternoon. That's the Hurricane Ana remnants. But in the meantime, let's take a look at your long range. So that's the remnants of the hurricane that I just told you about. That will be impacting us for some time. But you will note that it continues to be active. It continues to be active into late Thursday evening. And one would guess, and yes, you name it, it will continue to be raining for your Halloween. I'm afraid, unless things change, we'll continue to show you as the models are revealing more info as we get closer to the date. Now for us in the Atlantic, Wednesday and Thursday look to be on the active side, but we should be fine by your Friday, and that goes for most of us. There's a slight risk of seeing some showers in southern Ontario on your Friday, on your Halloween. In fact, take a look at these temperatures. So these are our daytime highs or our early evening hours. Actually, daytime highs are closer to 12 for the city of Toronto. So yeah, this is going to be more so the evening hours as the kids are out trick-or-treating. 11 and some showers for you in Halifax, 9 in Vancouver.